Hello, welcome to TJD episode 82. We watched Mannequin.
I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
I did forget the number. But moving on.
I thought you would.
Yep.
Yes, the 1987 Oscar-nominated movie.
Stop it.
Stop.
Get some help.
Mannequin. Starring James Spader, G.W. Bailey, Kim Cattrall, and Andrew McCarthy. A good plot summary for this would be Jonathan Switcher, played by Andrew McCarthy, is a young artist.
Plot.
He just doesn't seem to last in any job he does. But when he builds a mannequin, he makes it so perfect he falls in love with it. It is the first thing he has made that makes him feel like a real artist. The mannequin ends up in the window of a big department store. When he saves the life of an old lady who happens to be the owner of that store, he's rewarded by getting a job at the store as a stock boy. Later, the mannequin comes to life as Emmy, who is an ancient Egyptian living in the year 2514 BC. The two redesigned the window display to make it most eye-catching in town. Wow. Somebody should check their spelling. The store competitors are not happy and will do anything to stop them.
Does that sound stupid?
It's stupid.
That's like the longest synopsis for that movie I've ever seen.
Andrew McCarthy tries to fuck
a mannequin. That's what the plot synopsis should say.
Movie. And everyone else thinks he's a serial killer. You don't have to sugarcoat it. That is the movie.
That is the movie. An ancient spirit from Egypt is fucking Andrew McCarthy as a mannequin.
Why?
What the hell?
Okay, when they finally do have sex, like, what they're going at it, and somebody saw them, and so she turned back into a mannequin,
and
it
rips his dick off.
Yeah, his dick is just stuck in her.
If that had happened, 10 out of 10.
There's so many little things that could have been in this to make it a 10. If she would have shot him in the head with a nail gun, would have been a 10.
But then the movie would have been over.
It would have been a 10.
That would have been great. The pacing was excellent.
Yeah, that 25-minute short about that guy that wants to fuck a mannequin was pretty cool. And then you could make a movie about the crime scene investigator that finds a dead body with a mannequin holding a nail gun, and he's like, what the fuck is this? We've got a serial killer that sets mannequins up.
You could have had like 7 sequels.
And it was Hollywood all along. Like, they do a Usual Suspects type shit.
Yeah, and he starts like walking.
Yeah. No, he turns out to be straight.
Oh.
You want to enlighten the listener on who Hollywood is?
So Hollywood is the other window designer that was there when Jonathan Switcher, McCarthy's character, shows up. And he is a very flamboyant homosexual man.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he talks about his love.
Almost comically flamboyant.
Yeah. And the only person to show up for the sequel.
Unfortunate.
I mean, what did he have going on?
Exactly. Oh.
I don't know.
You're so perplexed.
Kim Cattrall's hot.
Yes.
That's a pro. I'll agree with that.
Con, she's not in it enough. And when she is in it, I kind of want her to get punched in the face. Because she just does long montages of bullshit and
A lot of
yells
dancing.
A lot of dancing, a lot of running around and dressing up and just fucking...
Well, she's a mannequin.
And that's all mannequins do is dress up? You just play well, I mean, that is all a mannequin. Did I really just say that? That's all mannequin... Ty, think outside the box. All the things mannequins can do. Jesus Christ. You know, in my head, it sounded smarter. What the fuck? That's all a mannequin can do?
I'm keeping the mannequin down.
No, that is all a mannequin can do. You're correct. I don't know what I was talking about.
Jake wants equal rights for mannequins.
No, I don't. Did you hear the comments I made during this movie? I do not want equal rights for mannequins.
Oh, I remembered what you said.
Fuck your mannequin feelings. And fuck your mannequin. Like, if a mannequin's coming on to you as hard as Kim Cattrall in this movie, you outright need to fuck it. No, for real though, there's a lot of cock teasing with this mannequin.
Well, but every time he tries to do something, she stops him.
No. They had several nights where I'm pretty sure he could have done whatever
There was... I remember a particular scene where she was about to kiss him, and he got up and walked away for, like, no apparent reason. He's like, oh, what's over here?
Probably to do it to her, because she'd been doing it to him.
Nah.
Is that a game where you would play with a mannequin that
Yeah.
comes to life at night? Pretty sure the first night I'd be like, either the LSD is going to wear off, or I'll be institutionalized, so I need to fuck this mannequin right now. Whatever happens in the morning, it's either real or I just raped an inanimate object, so... It's a win-win.
Why does it have all these holes in it?
Why do I have splinters?
Yeah. There's peanut butter smeared everywhere.
Jeez.
We got one pro.
Kim Cattrall. I was gonna say, Andrew McCarthy's not pro.
No, he was bad.
James
James
Spader
is fucking awful.
Yes.
That douchey fucking talk that he did for the whole thing made me want to punch him in the face.
He kind of reminded me of the guy's brother from Face Off. Nicolas Cage's brother in Face Off.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I'm smarter than everyone.
G.W. Bailey, what do you think of him?
Who was he?
He's the security guard. The guy from Police Academy.
I didn't really give a shit.
Okay.
Fine. He seemed like he tried, maybe, a little.
He actually didn't think this film was going to get released. He called it, he said, all of us looked at each other and we're going through the script, and then we were acting it out, and we're like, this is some of the most high schoolish shit we've ever done. Like, they're like, we thought it was utter nonsense. We had no idea it would actually get released.
You're right.
And then it made money.
They're dicking around for 90 minutes. They're not doing anything.
Well, the problem is they weren't dicking around for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have to give it credit. There are some, like, for as stupid of a premise as this is.
Oh, God, what are you about to say?
Some of those setup scenes were pretty damn funny. Like, when he takes her on a motorcycle ride.
Okay, I'll give you that. I thought you were talking about the security guard.
No. I'm just talking about the film in general, for as stupid as it was. There were some pretty, like, funny setup pieces. Like, where his ex drives up on him and he has a mannequin, you know, because she's transformed back. She can... For those of you who don't know, Kim Cattrall is an ancient spirit inhabiting a mannequin who only comes to life when it is just Switcher with her. Or no one's looking.
Right. No one can see her but him.
Yeah. So, and I thought it only could be at night. No, it's anytime during the day. It just can only be them two. Or her completely on her own. And so, anytime somebody else shows up, she always reverts back to being a mannequin. And so it sets up some funny scenes, like when he takes her on a motorcycle ride and she's a mannequin on the back of him.
Right.
Yeah. Or he's rolling around with her, they were having some fun, and the security guard jumps up on him while they were on a quote-unquote cruise ship.
Right. Cut to a mannequin laying on top of...
And him grabbing her ass.
Yeah.
You sound disappointed?
Well, no. This movie was very... It was not what I thought it would be.
Okay, so what do you think it would be?
I don't know. That's the question. I didn't even know that it had anything to do with a store at all. I just thought it was a mannequin came to life and was hanging out with him. Which is less weird. Because if it's just a mannequin that's at his place and he comes home at night, well, I mean, that'd be fucking weird, but not like... I don't know, something about this is so much weirder because he had all these dead-end jobs. He put, like, a mannequin together at some job that I presumed he had for, like, a day or two because he's a fucking loser. And he's like, this is my prized possession. You know, my crown achievement, whatever. And then he's being a perfectionist with a pizza and all this shit. And then that's when the mannequin comes into play. And he goes back to the store or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, this is going to be way fucking weirder than I thought it would be.
This is like just one subtle turn away from being like a horror movie.
Oh, you could re-edit this to be a fucking horror movie.
You make the horror movie with him having it at his house.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who comes in, they don't make it through the night. Because the mannequin murders.
And every time he brings it in and is talking to it, it doesn't do anything. And you're like, oh, okay.
But the thing is, everybody at the department store is like, yeah, he talks to the man. Like, do they think he's just, like, throwing his voice as a female? And so, like, they think he's just, like, voicing himself and the mannequin? Because people start, like, eavesdropping on his conversations.
I think they just think he's crazy.
But they obviously admit they hear a woman's voice. Like, they're like, oh, there's a girl in there. So, like, they say it. So it's like, do they think he's, like, just talking to himself and changing his voice? I'm just asking.
He's Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
He's practicing. I don't know, Ty, if you worked with someone that carried a mannequin around and swore that it was real, would you say something?
Nah.
No?
I've worked with people as weird as that.
You don't have to call me out.
I'm gonna need clarification here. How weird? What type of thing are we talking?
Just people that, like masturbate in the bathroom while other people are around.
I still don't think that's as weird.
Really?
Talking to a mannequin.
Okay, one of them, you're literally talking to something that isn't real, right?
Okay.
The other, you're just jerking off in a public bathroom, which is not great. I'm not condoning this behavior. But one of them is literally like, oh,
one's a little less invasive. The other one is way more invasive.
Have you ever played a video game and, like, talked to the character, like, in the game? You're like, why the fuck would you do that? Or you get mad, you're like, why'd you do that? I didn't tell you to do that. Like,
no, that's not what we're talking about. He carried a mannequin around the fucking mall at the end of the movie and carried on like it was a normal thing.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
So you think talking to a mannequin is weirder than public masturbation?
Yeah. Am I in the minority here? Are you fucking crazy?
I mean, especially if he's...
I'm not talking about... He's not... Okay, your public masturbator's not doing it in front of everyone, right? He's in a stall.
Yeah, but he's making noises and everyone knows that he's doing it.
Right. That's not as weird
doesn't
to me
care.
as talking to an inanimate object.
But he at least takes the inanimate object away from the sight
Only
of
because
everyone.
it doesn't fucking do anything in his crazy fucking head if anyone else is there. I guarantee, the minute it came alive in front of everyone, he's like, here's the fucking mannequin I've been boning.
But he doesn't say that.
Well, he didn't call it that. Because he'd been fucking institutionalized.
Yeah, because...
What are you talking about? He's telling everybody, he's like, hey, this mannequin actually talked to me.
And then Hollywood's like, oh, this is the girl.
Yeah. It's confusing. Because he does tell Hollywood that... I think he admits to Hollywood that the mannequin's that. So... But everybody else, he just says he's met a girl.
Not to Roxy.
Fuck her.
He admitted it to Roxy.
She's a bitch. Who cares?
What an odd... This is a strange fucking movie. Like, just thinking back through what I just watched, I'm like, who the fuck made this?
The guy who made The Kid in King Arthur's Court. And Mr. Nanny.
I just don't know anybody that would read through the script and be like, you know what? There's money to be made here.
And they made money.
Somehow. This is dumb as fuck. It's fucking retarded.
How do these movies make money, but movies like Green Room and countless other independent films don't make any money and no one goes to see them?
I don't
have an answer for you.
Because they don't have an Oscar-nominated
Oh
song
my god.
building them
People
up.
like weird shit. A female will watch almost anything. Not even joking.
All those views represented by Jake are not all views thought of by
I love
those
all
at
our
TJD.
women listeners.
I don't hate you. You just watch bad movies. Sometimes.
I own a few bad movies
Let
because of my fiance.
well, yeah, let me clean it up. Let me rephrase a little bit. I think a woman has a lower expectation. She doesn't need to be as entertained as a dude. Now, that's painting with a very broad brush. I'm sure there's women that actually hold movies to a standard.
Then more so than some guys.
Yes. But a lot of them, they'll watch whatever.
I'd say I can only think of like one person I ever dated that like held movies to a higher regard than I did.
What was his name?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Andrew McCarthy.
Wrong.
Yeah.
You want to have a threesome with my mannequin?
What movie? What movie did she tell you to watch where you were like, oh, I don't want to die watching this?
Like, what do you mean? Like, it was so bad or so good?
No,
Like,
you said there's only one person you dated.
oh, well, I'm saying, like, they didn't like the lower rung of movies. I'm not saying she ever, like, they would watch great movies with me, but they wouldn't go out there and be like, oh, hey, let's watch this, like, Dreamcatcher. You know, that awful Stephen King adapted movie?
You mean that
The
amazing
thing that crawls out of people's
Thomas
butts?
Jane movie?
It's not.
Duddits?
That's the one where it's crawling in everybody's butt, right?
I think
That
so.
alien?
Yes.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman in a helicopter or something?
Yeah, and then some guy, like,
Tom Sizemore?
Yeah.
one of the guys locks himself in a library in his mind.
Timothy Oliphant?
What's his name who did Kevin Smith films? Jason Lee?
Chewing on fucking toothpicks for the whole movie?
Yeah.
Till he gets prolapsed and dies?
Jeez.
Spoiler, actually. That's a legit spoiler.
Yeah.
That movie sucked. I don't fucking care.
So if you want to see alien sodomy,
Or-
Dreamcatcher.
Fucking Darkness Falls.
That was a great movie.
Bullshit. Movie sucked.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That was the Tooth Fairy one, right?
Yeah.
My brother was terrified of that movie.
Really?
Oh, I used to turn that piece of shit on for no reason. Just to be like, hey, come in here. And watch him run. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So you're an asshole.
Was?
What? True. What am I saying?
This is a bad movie.
Yeah, but it's great bad.
Pro, I liked the first dog.
That's the pro.
You liked Rambo more than Terminator?
Rambo was a good boy. Terminator was a dickhead. And he had no character. And he could fuck off. I don't know what happened to Rambo, but he was the glue that held this piece of shit together.
Rambo got him fired, so he had him put down.
Oh my god.
Couldn't afford to keep him anymore.
That's a dark backstory that they did not go into.
I don't like this.
Rambo was forever scarred by seeing a mannequin.
Would that
walk
have made it
around.
a better movie?
No.
Could
No,
you say,
I would be sad.
Could you say Kim Cattrall's the bad guy?
So you're saying that this movie would actually make you feel something?
Yeah.
Is Emmy the bad guy for like getting Rambo killed?
For losing all these people. Actually, she kind of ruined that security guy's life.
He
Literally fucked his life
Well,
up.
he was a bigot.
Well, does that mean he needs to lose his job?
No, but he also didn't really. He
I don't
also
need to be the one
These-
standing up for bigots.
These are the real questions.
Let's move away from this.
But he also did like he beat the shit out of Switcher for doing nothing. Literally, Switcher hadn't done anything to him.
Yeah,
He's diddling mannequins.
No. So anyone who diddles a mannequin deserves to get their ass
Yeah,
kicked.
that's an ass whooping in the 80s. I guess.
Have sex with a mannequin?
That's a bad one. That's what I was thinking of too.
That's pretty good.
All right. The only true question, would you fuck this mannequin?
Wait, okay.
Is it even a question?
Is she actually coming alive?
She's Kim Cattrall. She comes alive.
Well, yes.
Everything is functional.
Yes.
It is ready to go.
But I'm making sure, like, we're in a room where no one can walk in.
Would you name your firstborn Pinocchio? What a gross
That,
question.
what the fuck was that?
That was unsettling.
Because they hadn't even slept together yet. And he's like, we should name her first child Pinocchio. I think right there she was like, I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
She thought he was crazy.
She's like, do you sniff VHS tapes?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Have a magic carpet ride of a day?
How many times are you guys gonna bring that shit up?
Until the day I'm putting the fucking
You made
ground.
us watch Mannequin!
Yeah, fuck you.
I broadened your horizons.
I have a confession. A part of me enjoyed watching this.
I knew it!
Let me finish. Which is what I thought watching this movie. Let me finish. Because I'm so close, Kim Cattrall. No, the absurdity is what makes it entertaining. I think it's like The Room. If you watched it alone, you'd be like, what the fuck? But watching it here, I was like, this is the right balance of disturbing and fucked up and stupid, that it's somewhat doable. I can kind of get behind this movie. I hate saying it, but it's not good, by the way.
No.
It's not a good movie at all. But it's somehow redeemable.
Like I said, like they do just enough because it's so stupid. They do just enough. And like they're, like I said, that motorcycle scene, it's like self-aware that how stupid it is.
Right. They have scenes that are set up to be super cringy, like just weird situations. Those are what keep you interested, because you're like, this guy's a fucking weirdo, and he should be called out on it, because if not, it's just a story about a guy fucking a mannequin, and I don't really care about that. I like watching everyone else's reaction, where they're like, this guy's fucking a mannequin, and it's weird.
But I like how the owner of the store, she's like, I don't care. What'd she say?
I saw everything I needed to see.
Well, no.
What does that mean?
Did you watch him fuck a mannequin?
She was flicking the bean.
The LL Bean catalog.
That's a fucking Thai joke. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even think of that.
That's from American Dad.
A part of me died.
No, like earlier, she's like, because the security guard had been knocked out by Emmy after she did her whole hang glider thing in the fucking department store, and the owner comes in the next morning and is like, he's your guy, fire him. And it's like, he's doing weird things. It's like, she says something. I don't care if he's doing something, but...
She said, I don't care if he puts a rubber glove on his head and runs naked through the store and calls himself a... I can't remember what she said.
Yeah. I don't even think she got to finish it, because I think he walked up, but... Or he says, like, hello, I'm a gypsy, or something like that. Like, he has to say... He says a phrase, and he walks up and he goes... Hello. So yeah, but she doesn't give a shit because he was resurrecting their department store.
How long was the security footage working?
Just that day.
Just that day.
She said after she fired him,
she put
it
cameras
in.
up.
So she didn't have to wait like 90 minutes. Like she just went right to the videotape and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen.
You're not wrong.
But
also the most arousing.
Whoa.
No, not really.
I was gonna say, wow, that's
the lingerie scene.
Oh, when she's wearing the fur coat?
That was nice. Everything else, it was fine.
Oh,
It was fine.
Like, if she was in it, I was watching.
If she wasn't.
If she wasn't, I was usually like, what the fuck? What is this?
Okay, Andrew McCarthy was terrible. I think we said that. James Spader was awful. Like, none of the other parts of this film, like, hell, I don't know why Emmy's mother, played by Phyllis Newman, who the fuck is that? got top billing in the fucking credits at the end. Like, we looked at that. We rewound.
Reround?
Yeah. Reround. Raggy. But we.
Shaggy.
Oh,
shit!
Yeah! Bringing it back.
Okay.
Oh, anyways.
We have no listeners. It wasn't me.
Fucking. She saw me with the mannequin.
That's the end of the relationship.
It's like, dude, she caught you with a mannequin.
Your fiance comes home and catches you in bed with a mannequin. What do you say? Go.
Wasn't me. No. I honestly, I'm trying to put myself in that situation.
I'm playing
I want an honest answer. Do you finish?
Dude, Jesus.
I mean, you might as well.
Well, wait, okay.
Depends on how close. I know.
No, I'm asking, is this a mannequin situation, or this is a true legit mannequin?
No, you're just fucking a mannequin.
It doesn't come alive.
You just had one of those days where you gotta fuck a mannequin.
You ever have those days?
No.
Is that a Limp Bizkit song? It's just one of those days?
This is an awful podcast.
I actually think it's been pretty good.
We are not smart.
Nope.
No one ever accused us of being smart.
That's good.
Accused us?
Accused us.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tell us. They would accuse us.
You're smart.
You fuckers. I'm still waiting on an answer.
I don't know how I'd get in that situation.
I want both situations. Let's say it's a legit mannequin movie situation. She comes alive. That awkward laugh.
I don't know what... Honestly, I don't know what to say. Because, well, one, I'm probably screaming ow in that situation because I'm stuck.
Well, let's say you you happen to pull out right when the door opens.
Oh.
So you're still intact.
This isn't what it looks like.
That's what you would say?
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, I don't know what you would say.
Exactly.
I just wanted to watch you squirm.
Just be like, I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Jake's in the corner in the closet. This is exactly what it looks like.
I lower the camera. I'm like, I'm practicing?
Practicing for what?
I don't know.
Jake's always wanted to become a pornographer. Like a cameraman.
What an alarming scenario we've painted.
That's the movie right there.
I mean, that kind of was this movie.
Yeah. Oh. So, wait, what do you think, spoilers, eventually Kim Cattrall, through some sort of magic or divine intervention or something, actually becomes real. She is about to die and be put into a wood chipper.
It's a bullshit ending.
And she becomes human.
Some Deus Ex Machina shit.
What do you think? What do you guys believe brought her to life?
Well, first of all, I think it's a con and it's bullshit because they don't explain to you what the fuck is going on.
They didn't explain a lot.
I think her whole thing was, like, because I think the whole beginning was setting up that she wanted to find her true love. And so that's why she kept going through all these fucking time periods. It's because she never found her love. And he finally was that. Like, he looked at her and admired her. And she finally found that love that the gods finally granted her life.
I look at and admire a lot of women. Are they my true love?
No. But then again, how many of them are 4,000-year-old ancient Egyptian souls?
Only about 6.
Maybe you've been looking at the wrong mannequins, Jake.
Whoops.
Oh.
Con. The fucking dancing montages.
That was a long montage.
Hey, one of the dancing montages led to the lingerie, so...
Yeah, they needed that to make up for the dancing montage. It just... Yeah, it went on. It was the whole song, right?
Yeah.
Just an entire song.
Yep.
To dance around to and play dress up. Which, yes, you've reminded me that is what mannequins do.
It's mannequin's sole purpose.
Yep.
It's
to put on and take off clothing.
And usually not by themselves.
Usually. You have any good mannequin stories growing up? Not the movie, but department store mannequin? Did you ever molest any mannequins?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge. I used to break their hands off.
And then sniff the insides?
No, I'd like snap their fingers and stuff. I don't know why I did it. I did it until I was about 24, too.
What did you do with the fingers, Jay? I made a necklace out of them.
Can you imagine? I stand up in the middle of a clothing rack and I just have a necklace of mannequin fingers.
How many ancient Egyptian souls woke up without fingers now, Jake?
A lot.
You pop up out of the coat racks and you point at one and you're like, shh, and sink back down.
That security guard would absolutely shit his pants. Can you imagine? You're working the night shift and you see that happen and you're like, there's no way that's real. I didn't used to do that, by the way. I think I did it one time and I freaked out. So I was like, oh shit. And I hid the hand somewhere. Because that's what you do when you're a stupid kid.
You threw it in a well.
And that's how it started.
Yeah. Origin story for Jake.
Wait, I'll do it, but it'll be real hands. With kids attached to them.
You just wanted their hands, that's it. So Jake, you impregnate a mannequin.
Oh boy, let's jump right in.
What do you name it?
It wouldn't get a name.
Also, wondering, had he impregnated her while she was still doing her
He
whole...
just glances over my mannequin abortion.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of going along with it. What if she got pregnant while she was still doing the whole switch between? Like, so a mannequin just systematically keeps gaining weight.
Wait, the mannequin's getting fatter?
Because it's pregnant, yeah.
So, okay.
Like, he impregnated her while she was human.
I'll play along. Is her stomach expanding?
Yes. Like,
okay,
she's...
So it's not gonna burst.
No. She's legit, like, a pregnant mannequin.
Does the child move when she moves?
Yep.
Only when she moves?
Mm-hmm.
And while she's not moving, it's a stillborn.
Wood chipper.
Jeez. Where are you, Fargo?
Yes. I don't know.
See, like, that is like a horror movie-esque thing. That's like Bride of Chucky or Son of Chucky or some shit like that.
Well, it'd also be one of those horror movies where I didn't really feel sympathetic because the main character fucked a mannequin. So...
That's not really something a lot of people can relate to.
No, that would be on him. I wouldn't be like, oh, I feel bad for this guy that got a mannequin pregnant and now he has to find out what the fuck he's gonna do.
We were joking around that should be the sequel.
But it wasn't. There was a sequel to this, which was, like, this movie was critically panned. That movie, but, like, audiences loved it. That's why it made money. And is actually, like, looked on as a cult classic. Mannequin 2, on the other hand, was critically panned and everyone hated it. But they got two hot women for both parts, so...
You would think that'd be it.
No. You need more than that.
I don't think I ever would have watched this. Unless you would force me to watch it.
But aren't you happy you watched it?
Happy is not the right word. It's not The Room. The Room is genuinely fun and I would watch it again. I don't think I'd watch this again, but it was less infuriating to sit through because it's short. That's a pro, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't drag its fucking balls across your face for 2 hours, or else it would suck. I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. It's short. It makes it tolerable.
Mhm.
And the absolute insanity of it all makes it interesting for the whole runtime. Not the whole runtime,
No.
but you're at least intrigued. You're laughing at the bizarre situations and scenarios.
Until like the whole mannequin thing shows up. Like you see him with the mannequin right away. And then he goes through his whole fucking montage of losing his job.
That sucked.
God, that was
The
awful.
balloon thing, stupid. Like, it all sucked.
He's always getting fired for the stupidest shit. So, yeah. And then he finally gets to the mannequin. And it's like, oh, okay, finally. And as Jake was like, just fuck it already. You knew it was going to come alive, right?
Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it came alive.
Honestly, if you were in that situation, like, I know you joke that you would just fucked it right away, but would you have seen a psychiatrist the next day?
Yes. Is that even... You wouldn't?
No, I would probably thought I was just dreaming or...
Actually, now that I think about it... See, you could be institutionalized so easily now, I think. If you're like, hey, I was working last night and this mannequin started talking to me. And we had this whole conversation, and I want to put my penis in it. I think your therapist would be like, okay. They're hitting the emergency button under the desk.
Or they're like, here's a couple pills. Just take those and call me
Cyanide capsules.
Yeah.
You just bury me out back.
Sometimes dead is better.
I love Drew's plantation owner impressions. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Finger licking good.
That one was better than your other one, though. The horror trivia he sounds like straight, like, North Carolina plantation owner.
Okay. By the way, what bullshit is it that the whole reason this department store starts doing better is because he creates...
How the fuck did we not talk about that until right now?
Because we were being 13-year-old
That's
children.
the whole story.
Yeah.
How do you have a movie? Who the fuck cares? I don't give a fuck if it's... I mean, Omaha's not huge, but if there was a store here where I heard they have the most interesting window displays and they're doing all these unique things, you could not pay me to drive down there and pretend to give a fuck. I don't fucking care.
You're also not the target demographic for shopping malls.
Who's the target demographic? Everyone
Women.
in New York?
Women.
Or
It was
Philly?
Philly.
Mainly women.
Okay, Drew. Do I want to paint him into that corner?
Go ahead, do it.
Do you think women would drive to a store in Omaha where they were known for their unique window displays?
Yeah.
He didn't fall into the trap as hard as I would have.
I could see where it might, if it went on for like a week, where some people might be like, oh, okay, maybe you gotta go check it out. But then they'll go see it once and they'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
That's what I was going to say. It might garner some attention, but I don't think it's going to
Like,
translate.
if they were elaborate enough and that. But, like, some of those were, like, simple. And it was like, how is that?
We're talking to the point, though, that they ran it in the fucking paper.
Yeah, and
the other malls... fucking profits
which
went
was
down.
also in the paper, like, right next to it in the story. It's like, bullshit!
How small is this town?
It's Philadelphia!
Philadelphia. Dolph Lundgren in.
Yep.
Philadelphia.
Shit.
It's Philly. It's not a small town.
I will break you.
The Eagles.
I would break that mannequin.
Would it hear you come?
Oh, god damn it.
If a mannequin falls in the woods.
Oh, I forgot we talked about that stupid fucking movie. That time I could hear you coming. False. I wrote Mythbusters. They never came back. Literally, they never came back.
Oh.
God damn it. I'm disappointed in myself.
Ty's pretty proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, seeing the show's not on anymore.
Oh, that's why you weren't impressed?
Mm-hmm. But no, yeah, it's the stupidest. Their whole thing is like, we're gonna the rival mall, which department store, which wanted to buy out this one, and James Spader was secretly trying to undercut. Is all like, oh, if we get him, then we'll get our people back and everything. It's like, what the fuck? It's a storefront.
Ty, you're a rival mall owner, and you hear that there's some weird guy that fucks mannequins at another mall, but he does really good work. Do you want to bring that guy on?
Obviously, he didn't care. If it brings people in, do people care? I mean,
Translates into dollars.
And it's really not illegal. It's a mannequin.
It's not illegal.
No.
It's an inanimate object.
It'd be like fucking a watermelon.
All right. Is it illegal to masturbate in a public restroom?
I'm not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer.
But he's not doing it in front of people. He's
Right. You're in a stall.
No, I meant the mannequin and the guy.
Right. But is it illegal to masturbate in a stall in a bathroom?
In a public bathroom, I believe so. Because
I mean, there are kids around, and
there's a lot of kids at your company.
I'm just
but
saying
it's
it's possible.
It's lewd
like,
conduct.
It's in the public. Like,
It's-
anybody can go there.
Mm-hmm. You could have 5 different people in there having to be around that, and at any time he could just walk out with it.
Wait, walk out with what?
His dick in his
All right, moving on.
hand. Moving on. Okay.
What else we got? Pros, cons?
Well, did I know I told you guys, but did I say it on the pod how this movie came to be?
I don't remember if he said during the pod.
It was not during the pod.
So the director of this film, the whole reason this came to be is because he helped write it, is he walked by a storefront that had a mannequin, and it seemed like the mannequin moved on its own. He figured out that it was actually just the way it was shadowed and the lighting, but he then thought to himself, what if the mannequin actually moved? A la the movie Mannequin. Oscar nominated.
Allah.
Yes.
Praise
Akbar.
be.
Akbar.
Oh, should we do we want to go into our scenes?
Oh boy. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So the best scene is the montage, which ends with Kim Cattrall showcasing her lingerie.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
I'll pick the part where he loads her up on the bike and the other people roll up in the car and it's just a mannequin on the bike and wow.
Because even it's funny because his ex is like, you're riding around with a mannequin.
And he's like, yeah?
And
So?
he's like, oh, by the way, you haven't met. And then she goes, nice to meet you. Shit. And like she catches herself.
And then the guy tries to... We didn't even talk about that guy.
No, we'll talk about him after Drew does this scene.
Okay,
Mine's
Because I thought about that too.
Mine's probably where they're hanging out in, like, the beachwear part of the store, and they're rolling around on the ground with each other, and then the fucking security guard comes by, and she turns into a mannequin again. He's like, what the hell's going on here? And then he proceeds to beat the shit out of Switcher. Like, it comes out of nowhere, and you're like, why? Like, he's just got a mannequin on top of him. You're punching him in the face?
Because he had hurt Rambo somehow. He doesn't know how, but he knows he did.
He's delusional. Like, that was just a ridiculous scene.
poor Rambo.
Because he likes...
R.I.P. Rambo.
Because he likes to draw.
You never see him
First
again.
blood.
They don't say what happened to him.
He was in the tree at the end, right?
Yeah. So I'm assuming Rambo either died or he just is at home. So...
Rambo's at home.
Yeah.
No, Jake, this is Watership Down.
I would actually give this a lower rating if they killed Rambo.
Did you find him that cute?
He was a nice dog. I've always liked bulldogs. I feel sorry for them. They're genetic monstrosities that live horrible, painful lives for our pleasure. Just, personal beliefs.
Okay, so off the bulldog talk, let's talk about the weird, creepy, like French-German
Rapist?
Yeah, the co-worker of his ex.
I don't know how you keep a job.
That guy does not believe in sexual harassment.
That guy was laying it on pretty thick.
I mean, he's like, I got something that is
just your size.
Just your size.
He goes, I always wanted to make love in a woman's shoe department because the smell of all the leather.
The fine leather, yeah.
Maybe I have something in your size.
Yeah, or I've always wanted to dine at your downstairs or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit. I saw this when I was a kid. I did not remember any of that stuff.
No.
Oh.
He's like, Mom, I like the part where he dines downstairs.
Prove it.
Jeez.
It's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Well, oh yeah, it is Wednesday.
Oh, shit. Oh. Fuck.
Yeah, that guy was a super creep.
Well, and then, like, after the whole motorcycle and that incident, he just, like, you need to just bang it out with some... Pretty much paraphrasing, he's like, you have to bang it out with somebody you have no emotional attachment with. And she's like, fine, go to your place.
That made me think less of her.
She was a bitch anyway. Like, literally, she did not care about him.
I don't know, I didn't like that.
It is bad, but, yeah.
And
but there are girls, there are guys like that too, but there are girls just like that do that.
What, they just pressure him into it?
Well, not the pressure. I mean, like, where they're so pissed, they'll just be like, I will just sleep with a guy just to get something. So. And then he couldn't even get it up, which I think was funny.
All that shit talk.
Yeah. And then he's like, you're too cold. It was like a 5-10 second scene.
And then he goes, maybe I need a mannequin.
Where can I get my mannequin? Oh, fuck. The guy at the end. Fucking janitor.
Oh, he's fucked for life. He's all fucked up now.
Yeah, because he literally sees a mannequin drop into the wood chipper and this guy grab it to then he pulls up a real woman. And the janitor's just like, what the fuck is going on?
And then he jumps into the compactor like, it'll happen to me.
Yeah. He literally pulls up a mannequin and starts making out with it.
No, he pulls out his...
no, he pulls out
Switcher's ex-girlfriend.
He pulls out a mannequin first, and then he keeps digging and finds her, and then tries making out with her. Yeah. She's like, oh no, oh.
Gross.
Oh, shit.
This movie's insane.
It is... But really, could this movie have been made at any other time other than the 80s?
No.
Probably not.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it would fly now.
No! Especially with all that sexual harassment shit that would be going on at work.
Oh, yeah.
That guy would have been fired. HR would have field day with him. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it would work.
No. Like I mentioned, this movie was very critically panned. It has a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 55% by users. But one of the critic reviews, one of their little blurbs they had was pretty funny. It said, "Mannequin's not even good enough to be a guilty pleasure. I'm mortified to admit that I ever liked it."
Completely understandable.
Jeez. I just thought that was funny. I was like, okay. And then IMDb, it has a 5.8%. And then, movie-wise, though, it had $8 million budget and made roughly $43 million. And it is Oscar nominated. I am not joking when I've been saying that this whole pod. It is an Oscar nominated film.
So sad.
For the pop song by Starship called Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Which you only do hear once in this movie. I thought you heard it twice, but you only hear it once. And that's right at the end. So.
That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Any other trivia or anything for you guys?
Not that I can see.
We can go into reviews.
All right, go for it.
This was a film my parents had videotaped off of HBO. They had recorded off HBO. So you had the one of those VHS tapes that had like 3 different movies on it. And this was one of them. And I never actually knew how the beginning of this film went because it kind of cut like right into that weird 80s credits splash thing it did.
The animated sequence.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that shit was. It reminded me of something you'd see on like Sesame Street. Whatever, it's weird. But it kind of cut into that, so I never actually understood how this movie started. And so it's nice to actually have that background. But it is total nonsensical bullshit that is redeeming though, but only because of like Kim Cattrall and just the stupidity of it and everyone kind of just hamming it up through the whole freaking film is the only reason it's worth watching. Because their acting themselves isn't good, but it just fits with the whole point and premise of this film. And so actually, I still think highly of this film, even though it is bad. I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Yeah, this was my first time seeing it, and this is not great. Kim Cattrall is nice to look at. Everyone else is pretty horrible, acting-wise. There's not much plot. The plot that's there doesn't make a lot of sense. But like you said, it's kind of redeemable somehow. Magically, it just hits that perfect balance of this is absurd and what the fuck is happening.
Mm-hmm.
That you can kind of tolerate it. But it isn't as appealing as a Room or I don't even think Rocky Horror is really an awful movie, but that comes to mind as like a cult, midnight movie.
When it first came out, it was trash, but it has gained a following and actually more of appreciation, I think. Yeah.
But it's not one of those. It's pretty bad. But if you can appreciate just awkward setup situations, awkwardly set up situations, and just kind of cringy scenes in general, I think you got to watch it with other people. But if you do all that, you can find some redeemable things in it. I'd probably give it a 4.
Yeah, I did not know what to expect when you said you were going to pick this movie. The acting's not great. There's some semblance of a plot. It's literally he wants to fuck the mannequin. That's the movie.
Hey, he's also trying to find his life's calling.
Sure. His life's calling is fucking a mannequin, apparently.
Hey, he becomes the vice president of a company by doing that.
He's better off than I am.
Why can't I have that kind of luck?
If somebody said you could become the vice president of like Microsoft if you fucked a mannequin,
I would fuck every mannequin that I could find.
Where are the mannequins at?
Not even a question. If I had to live stream it to the world, I would still fuck the shit out of that mannequin.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
I know you're not.
you even waited to make sure. No, I would do it. Are you're thinking of a way to bring mannequins to life now?
No, I was actually more thinking of like what if it was like his abomination he accidentally created at first, where he had the woman top and then he put it on the wrong bottom, and he goes
it's like a Ron Jeremy bottom.
Yeah.
Remember when I was reviewing this movie?
No.
Yeah. We took that from him.
It's fine.
You robbed me of this great review. It's okay, I guess. Like it's just a weird movie. Like it's so weird.
It's 80s.
Like the little nuances and awkward, like Jake was saying, the awkward situations, the weird shit is the only compelling part of this movie. It really is. So if you're into that, you could probably watch it for that. But I know I'd never watch this movie again. Kim Cattrall's hot. I'd give it a 3.5.
Is this what you expected?
Yeah, I expected you guys to go low. I knew I'd be over a 5, but...
Was I higher or lower than he thought?
Higher, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thought I'd give it a 1?
I thought a 2.
It's not a 2 movie.
No,
It's better than a 2, I think.
it has enough awkward shit to keep you interested.
It has its grating moments where you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, come on. Just
I think-
fuck this mannequin.
Quit blue balling me!
No, a lot of the montages went on like a long time.
Mhm.
They had that really bad newspaper montage that even went on for like 2 minutes where you're like, fuck, like, I get it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Even outside montages, acting. James Spader's just the most punchable fuck I've ever seen in this movie.
Like I said, like, I know I went higher, but I think it's a quintessential 80s movie. It's just so weird and awkward and just like, what the fuck is this? Like, no one would make this today, but it fit that time period.
I agree. It only would have worked in the 80s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think 90s, no.
No, well, number one, your whole movie revolves around window store displays that bring business into department stores. And who goes to department stores?
Malls are dying, kids.
They're like, what's a mall?
That place that's connected to that movie theater where you don't shut the fuck up when you're watching movies. I hope you die.
But and also some of it is because I remember it from my childhood and how much I enjoyed it then too. But I think it still holds up just for its awkwardness and its weirdness. It's not a great movie by any means at all, but I just enjoy it because it's so out there and stupid.
That being said, if you can't appreciate awkwardness and stupidness, you're probably not going to have a good time.
No.
And I don't even, like, I hate Napoleon Dynamite, but I'm trying to think of a movie that's kind of the same amount of awkward and stupid.
Napoleon Dynamite would fit.
But I fucking hate Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
More than I hate this movie.
Really? You would take
Wow,
this
really?
over Napoleon
Actually, I
Dynamite?
never saw all of Napoleon Dynamite.
I like Napoleon Dynamite better than this movie.
I like this probably better than Napoleon. I like how I was able to quote Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, because people didn't fucking... Oh my
They
god.
ran that into the ground.
Jesus Christ. That and Chappelle's Show were fucking murdered before my eyes in high school.
Borat.
Anchorman.
Oh, Borat. What was it about everything back in like 2006 that we had to repeat it verbatim until it died?
I don't know.
Is there anything
bored.
like that now? Like, are there kids in high school that just killed Key and Peele and I just don't know any of it?
Probably.
'Cause-
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
And I said, bitch. It's a Key and Peele sketch.
Oh, well.
Ron.
Yeah.
You old timers are more in tune with the youth than I am. I like how I get to call you old timers.
Yeah, you can go to hell.
Literally 2 years.
No, what would
Fuck you.
would-
Actually mad.
what would be a good like awkward movie to compare this to?
Yeah, let me think. I'm sure this is riveting for the listener. Awkward. Gotta be awkward.
Garden State?
Never saw Garden State. And it doesn't... I don't think it's the right type of
No.
awkward.
I don't know. That's hard to pull one just out of thin air.
If we think of one, we'll mention it next pod. We won't.
No, we won't.
We'll immediately forget about this.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fine.
do we got anything else?
Howard the
for-
Duck?
Leah Thompson.
I
though.
mean, yeah,
I
kinda.
was gonna say, Howard the Duck has a lot of weirdness to it.
I mean, yeah, I guess the only reason you should be watching Howard the Duck is you're just like, oh, it's garbage, but it's entertaining somehow.
Yeah.
Well, like the weird shit with Jeffrey Jones and
Mm-hmm.
fucking-
not the actual real
Not
life.
the real life weird shit.
Yeah, the movie.
the fabricated weird shit.
Yes.
I saw your face. I was like, shit.
I always forget about it too. Someone says his name and I'm like,
Ew.
PTSD. So Mannequin was this week. Jake, what's next time?
Interstellar.
Interstellar. Woo!
You need to watch it.
All right.
It's a long ass movie, but is it good?
Worth it.
All right.
Murph.
Okay. Well, that's weird enough to end on, just like this movie.
Kind of like, I gotta take a shit, but that doesn't seem appropriate. Bye!
Wait, what? We still gotta do all of our things.
Well, hurry up, because I gotta take a shit. And I gotta drive home. Because I don't want to ruin your bathroom. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be biblical. Taco John's was a mistake. I'm not even joking.
Taco John's Revenge.
Facebook, Twitter,
Email, listen.
tjdmoviereviews@gmail.com.
iTunes.
I got a shit right now.
It's coming out.
It's a prairie dog.
No.
The turtle's poking its head out.
I like turtles.
Wait, by the way, have you seen Rat Race?
No.
Okay, I got my next pick.
God, you need to die.
I hate you so much.
Bye, listener.
Bye.